We all want that silver bullet, right? Audience retention, wowing somebody at a film festival, just wowing one person. Maybe you're just making a video for one person, a client, whatever. We all want the silver bullet. The thing is, it's a combination of things that makes a video a great video. I just want to dissect some of the things that I've found over the last year. And prior to that, I've been in this industry for 7, is that true? 11, 8. Been in this industry for 8 years, and I studied film in school. Let's get into it. I just feel like there's more, you know? Like, we've all got this big thing inside of us, and it's worth trying to find, and like we're trying to discover, and we're trying to give to other people, but it's gonna take this really long time. It's gonna be this whole discovery thing, but it'll be worth it, but it's gonna be like hard and painful, take a bunch of sacrifice, but that's totally fine. And that's how I feel about it. I feel like there's this big thing waiting around a corner, like somebody is planning this massive surprise party, and if I just keep moving forward, eventually everyone's gonna jump out and be like, whoa, you made it, you crushed it. That's how I feel. Before I start, my name's Cody Wanner. I am a vlogger, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner. Last year I got to speak at Vid Summit, got to speak at Power of Video. Monday I'm speaking at 368, and I'm a cinematographer. And this is something that I love. This is a passion of mine. It recently became also my full-time career. I like to encourage people to do stuff. If you wanna do something, I wanna help you get it done. Let's get this thing, hit subscribe, all right? Hit like too, don't forget to hit like. I understand we didn't get it in the video yet. That's fine, let's get it. The 8 ways to make your videos pop. First things first, you gotta show the feeling, okay? Video's less about facts and more about emotion. So don't get me wrong, it's a great way to convey facts, but showing the feeling, making someone feel something with a video is where its strong suit is, all right? Show the feeling, whether that's laughter, tears, tension, whatever it is. Figure out a way to make people feel something. And one of the easiest ways to do that is with facial expression, is with slow motion, slowing stuff down, giving people a nostalgic feel. Focus on eyes, focus on mouths, focus on just the stuff that makes you feel. If you feel something, chances are somebody else is gonna feel something. Show the feeling, that's where video comes alive. At this point, I should say, some of these are gonna be very straightforward, like use a tight lens. You know, it's gonna be one of them. Some of them are gonna be super abstract, like this next one, find the adventure. The videos that I like watching the most, and the ones that I think a lot of us like watching the most, have to do with adventure, have to do with some sort of, you know, hero's arc. You could call it story, you could call it drama, you could call it whatever it is. There's some starting point and there's an ending point. You gotta find that, whether it's for a client, their brand, their story, them bringing a product to market, or whether it's for yourself. If you're making a YouTube video, all of my best videos have to do with adventure. I'm going somewhere, I'm doing something, I'm meeting someone new, I'm encountering a new situation. Start somewhere, end somewhere. You gotta find the adventure. Thing number 3, and this one is so simple, but so underutilized. Ask hard questions, ask uncomfortable questions. Rachel, have you lost any friendships over your pursuit of the CrossFit passion?
Oh, wow, yeah. This one hits home. I actually moved up here 5 months ago.
When you're interviewing the CEO of a company or an employee, or just somebody like for a documentary, when you're trying to showcase a person, right? You oftentimes just want to paint them in their best light. You want them to feel happy about whatever you're doing with the video. The best interviews ever are when the person is not completely comfortable, they're caught off guard slightly by whatever the question is, by whatever the feeling is that you brought up in them by asking the question. If you can master the art of not caring that there's a bit of uncomfortableness between you and whoever you're interviewing, you're gonna get better footage. You're gonna see that emotion, you're gonna feel it, and it's gonna come through on the screen. ask hard questions. This goes right along with that. Create tension, whether it's in your own life, whether it's just in your environment, whether it's in your own thought process. If you kind of allow yourself to wrestle through things that you're not totally sure about on camera, if you're making a vlog style video, or if you create that in the people, you know, this works for narrative. This is narrative. That is narrative. There's no other way to do narrative other than that. You creating tension in a situation draws a viewer right into it, and it creates an open loop. It creates something that the tension needs to be resolved in the viewer's mind in order for them to be happy and fulfilled and willing to leave the video. Creating tension is one of the best ways to get someone to keep watching. Show the unseen, okay? This goes two ways. That means be unique, show things on your channel, show things in your company and your business, take different tacks than you see other people taking. We don't see it a lot on YouTube, for instance, so we are interested in it. It's new, it's novel. The other thing is just straight up show things when people feel like they're getting kind of a secret behind the scenes look at something that's really interesting to them. Business meetings. When I put my first business meeting on the channel, people flipped out. Some people were mad, they're like, that's private. Other people were like, dude, you should do this all the time. You should release your full meetings. People love seeing stuff that they don't get to see. So use it wisely, obviously. Don't overshare your life, but show the unseen sucks me right in every time. Every single time they do that. Number 6 is get tight. So get super tight. That has to do with the unseen. You don't get to see things that close up with your own human eye, so that's why tight lenses work really well if you can use them. And then mix that stuff with wide shots. We don't get to see super wide stuff with our own human eyes. We're like, what, 50 millimeters or something? Using tight shots and then mixing them with wide shots, mixing your lenses, it's so often, especially on YouTube, it's so easy just to leave your wide lens on there. Go tight, go wide, show people things that look slightly different than what they're used to seeing. They're gonna keep watching. Already covered this one, but it's worth mentioning again in its own right. Number 8 is laugh. Laugh yourself, laugh at yourself, make other people laugh, make your audience laugh. Laughter, comedy, it's key. Especially in a place like YouTube where you have multiple videos on a channel, you can be funny in some and not funny in others. In a TV show, even within a narrative film, say you're taking it to a film festival, even serious films, sometimes especially serious films, that's where the comedy comes through the best because you're not expecting it, and if it lands right, it lands so right. Figure out how to incorporate laughter and humor into your videos. Laughter is a powerful emotion that you shouldn't shy away from. Figure out how to make people laugh and be willing to laugh yourself. Number 9, kind of conversely to the show the unseen, is let things up to the imagination. Don't show everything. Don't always resolve every conflict.
That's not clickbait. I just lost my job.
Let people do that themselves in their own head, or leave them wanting. Like, you might get, on YouTube, you might get some negative comments, you might get some negative reviews, your client might not love it, but if you can explain that leaving someone in tension, there's a lot of applications for that where you want them to feel uncomfortable. Say you're making a documentary and you want someone to have to take action as a result of the documentary. You don't want to wrap everything nicely up in a bow for them so they can leave and be like, man, I'm so glad we solved that problem. You want them to take action, leave them in tension, okay? Leave the tension open. Number 10, I know I said it was only 8. I knew from the beginning that it was 10. I had already written them down, so sorry. Number 10 is just get extremely comfortable on camera. Get extremely comfortable yourself. 2 reasons. 1, then when you're talking to other people, you're interviewing clients, you're interviewing people for documentary, you're talking to your actors, you're directing your actors, whatever you're doing, you know how it feels to be on camera. You know what you had to overcome to get comfortable. It helps you do your job. Plus, when you're on screen, when you're doing a vlog style video like this, the biggest thing I look for in a YouTube channel is how comfortable is that person on camera, because that gives me an idea of how experienced they are, how much they're passionate about what they're doing. Like, we're looking at all of these sort of unspoken signs to really gauge the level that a creator is at. So you yourself need to get extremely comfortable so that those nonverbals are coming through loud and clear, that this person knows what they're doing and they're excited about it. 11, then throw yourself on camera into uncomfortable situations. So don't let the camera be the thing that's causing the uncomfortableness. Let it be whatever's in front of the camera. Don't let the adventure be the video creation. In the beginning, it will be that, and that's totally fine. But when you advance to the next level, the video, let the camera disappear and bring us into the adventure with you. That's what's gonna land. Those are the 11 timeless tricks about how to make great videos. Drop a comment if you liked it. I hope you did. I will see you next week. I'll be at 368. I'll be vlogging. It'll be dope. Subscribe, follow along, watch the next video. I am so glad that I brought this tea. It was a game changer. Sweetened heavily with honey. It's like warms your whole entire existence.